Well, hello everyone. Today I'm here to show you the integration between Habitat and InSpec and how to use it. Let's get started. Now, in order to follow this demo, you need to have InSpec installed on your workstation. And you can check on that by running this inspec command, and if you see all the different inspec commands available, that will confirm that inspec is indeed on your workstation, and it also helps to have Habitat installed in your workstation as well. So go ahead and take a look at that by running the hab command, and here we've confirmed that Habitat is indeed on our workstation. Now, I would like to pull down an inspec profile I have up on GitHub down to my workstation. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to run git clone, then pass it in the URL of my GitHub repo with my profile in it. That's the Nginx baseline profile, so let's pull that down, and let's take a look at the files that I've gotten here. Let's cd into Nginx baseline, then do an ls, and I see I've got my nice inspec profile laid out here. So let's open this up in an editor and take a look at the code. Now, if I take a look at my Nginx spec control here, I see I've got all of my different controls defined, and I am ready to go. So let's go ahead and exit out of this, and now let's package up this profile with Habitat. When I package this profile with Habitat, I'm going to put this profile plus InSpec itself all into one package with the ability to run it with Habitat. So let's go ahead and start doing that, and all I need to do is run this command, inspec, habitat, profile, create, and I tell it to create the profile from this directory. And I fast forwarded this a little bit because this takes a few minutes, but by the end of it, I will have a nice little artifact. This is my new Habitat artifact that contains both my profile and the program InSpec itself. Now, I could just take this artifact and SSH it into wherever I want to run it, but a better option for me, if I want to run this on lots and lots of pieces of infrastructure, is to upload it to Builder. So let's go ahead and upload this to Builder by running hab package upload and then passing it in the path to my artifact there. And that will go ahead and upload to Builder, and this takes maybe 1 or 2 minutes, but for the sake of time here, I've fast forwarded it just a little bit. So it uploads that up to Builder, and then if I want to see it on Builder, I can navigate to builder.habitat.sh and log in, and then I would navigate to my Shamrell origin, and then I would be able to see my new artifact, my inspec profile Nginx baseline. Now that is the way to create this artifact and upload it to Builder in 2 steps. But what if I told you you could actually do this in just 1 step? You can do this with this command, inspec, habitat, profile, upload. Then I tell it to make the profile from this directory. And again, I've fast forwarded this just a little bit, but when we get to the end, I will see that it not only builds my artifact, but it also uploads it to the Builder depot. And it gives me that message at the end that my upload is complete. Now I can navigate back to Builder. This is the public Builder, but you could use this on a private Builder too. When a package is uploaded to Builder, by default, it's put in the unstable channel. What I can do now here from Builder is I can promote my package to the stable channel. That means whenever any piece of infrastructure or anyone pulls this artifact, this Habitat plan, then they will get this version because it always pulls the version in stable unless you specifically tell it otherwise. Now, we've seen how we can create an artifact, but what if I want to look at the Habitat files within that artifact? It's kind of like a black box when I do it with the first 2 commands. Well, there is a way to do that, and that is through using this command, inspec, habitat, profile, setup. Then I tell it set it up in this directory, and it creates this Habitat directory. If I take a look at what's in that directory, let's go ahead and open this up in an editor. I'll see it's generated a plan.sh file for me. The plan file is the instructions on how to build, install, and manage this artifact when it is deployed somewhere. Now, the beautiful thing about this integration is I don't have to write this plan. The integration between InSpec and Habitat writes it for me. It defines exactly what dependencies I need and exactly how to build and install the profile. So it's very low effort, but it gives me a lot of value for that very low effort. Now, let's go ahead and commit this new Habitat directory to GitHub. And I do that by running git add habitat. Then I add a commit, adding those Habitat files to my repo. Then let's go ahead and push this to master. And once that push is complete, if I go ahead and go to this GitHub repo here on GitHub and I refresh it, I see that Habitat directory. So this is now a part of my repo up on GitHub. I can connect the plan file in this GitHub repo directly to Builder and have Builder do all the builds for me. So how we do this is we go to Settings here on Builder. My GitHub organization is Nell Shamrell, and it's my Nginx baseline repository. Let's go ahead and turn Automatic Dependency Rebuilds on. This means whenever one of the packages that my package depends on, like InSpec or Ruby, are rebuilt, then my package will automatically be rebuilt and that build will be put in the unstable channel. It will handle all of my dependency rebuilds automatically. So let's go ahead and save this connection. And then let's navigate over here to build jobs. And I have this button here, build latest version. So if I click on that and then refresh, I will be able to see the new build job in progress. So this is building my Habitat artifact for me. This is what we originally did on our workstation, but now we're doing it through Builder. So again, this takes a few minutes, so let's fast forward a little bit. But eventually I see the Builder log gets to the end, so let's head back up to the top of the page. And if I click on versions, I will see my new version. This is the one that I just built. And then if I like, I can go ahead and promote this to stable. In real life, I would probably do some verification to make sure it works as I expect it to, but because this is a demo, let's go ahead and promote it. Now that I've shown you building the Habitat package and promoting it, let's take a look at how you'd run it, how you would run this InSpec profile with Habitat. So now I am on a virtual machine. This is an AWS. And in order to run this Habitat package, I first need to start the Habitat supervisor. So we do that with this command, sudo hab sup run. So let's go ahead and start the supervisor. And this takes a minute or two. Just for the sake of this demo, I fast forwarded it a little bit. But eventually I see that my supervisor is running. Now I am going to use this command, sudo hab service, that's svc load, nshamrell. Nshamrell is my origin on the Builder depot, /inspec profile nginx baseline. And when I do this, what happens is this will pull that package off of the public Builder and then start it. And then I see it starts up my package, it runs my InSpec profile. I can see the results in this file. Now you might also notice that it says it's sleeping for 300 seconds. So by default, when I run an InSpec profile with Habitat, it will rerun it every 5 minutes on this piece of infrastructure. So let's go ahead and take a look at this file where the results of our InSpec run are in, and wow, that is in JSON and that is not parsed, so that kind of hurts the eyes. Let's go ahead and parse this into a more readable format. So in order to do that, I want to use the tool JQ. And lucky for me, JQ is available as a Habitat package on the depot. In order to install it, I run sudo hab package install core/JQ static, and then I bin link it. That means I link to that binary here on my workstation so that I can use it easily. Then I cat the InSpec results and then pipe them to JQ. I get the results of running this profile on this piece of infrastructure in a much more readable format. And that is how you package and run InSpec profiles with Habitat.